Hello. I'm a little late. And I forgot to pick up charcoal. It was sunny today, but now it's raining. It started raining for the second half of the day, but it's pretty. Sun is still trying to peek out over there. And I hear somebody horribly failing to blow a horn. Come on, Ev, you can do it. You're almost there. It's not like I'm live or anything. Woo! You did it! Do it again. Take a bow, Ev. That was good. Where is the Jose when you need him? He took the day off. He went to Gudvangen. Greg, you have to try to blow the horn. You can do it. That is one of the hardest horns to blow, though, because it's on the side.
I will try, but just watch me fail.
Oh, sure.
No, I thought I would fail.
Oh, he's doing it, though. That's not, I can't get that one. I think Greg needs to catch his breath.
I thought I would fail that.
Are you going to tell us the story later?
Well, I'm giving Gonzalo a lift home. That's
No, it's okay. Jay has made beer.
Ooh.
I know. We're going to have to test.
Ooh.
Yep.
Beer testing.
Beer testing, and you're going to miss it. And let's see, Leila might have the wool out, or she might have packed it up, but we'll see.
I'll be back in a few moments. I'm just looking for something.
Yep.
I don't remember where I put it.
You blew it, Greg, says Torben. Torben. Yeah, Leila didn't know I was going to come show off the wool, but I have to show it. So, and if you're looking, a lot of this is the embroidery wool that has been plant dyed. The skinny one is the embroidery wool that's been plant dyed. She puts it in with her own, but pretty colors. And if I catch her, I'll ask her to tell us what she used. Good afternoon, Max. And there's a whole bunch of others I see there. Yeah, this is all embroidery wool. Most of this one is not for the embroidery wool, but these thin ones are. So these are the ones that go in the shop. So when she plant dyes, we have happily donated more alum to the project so that we could get some for the shop. But there's more. Look at these. These are her hand spun wools too. Is there a list of stitch Karin does each week, or do I have to go back and check each week episode? Oh God, Arlene, you probably do. However, I write it in the description if that helps. You don't have to actually watch the video, just look at the description. Today I should, there's some more dye at the bottom there. Today I should, what was I gonna say? Do some needle binding, but I don't know if I'll be able to. There's so much to do because there's so many villagers this week. This week coming up is usually the most popular week of the year here in Gudvangen. We've had lots and lots of freemen. There's some wood chopping going on behind me there. This is her hand spun wool. Look at that. So she hand spins it and then dyes it. But this one is not in the store, but if she has any left over at the end of her market season, she will bring us some to sell and commission in the store. This is not like the troll yarn. You can see it's much thinner. And, of course, hand spun. But look at the, okay, so these two, these on the bottom are for the shop. These are much more green-yellow than they look on here.
Hello,
and then,
Karin.
Hey! Oh, I have a Maria. Do you want to say hi? I mean, Mariana, do you want to say hi? Okay, it's not quite Leila, but it's the next best thing. It's Leila's daughter, and you're getting so tall. Where's your bunny?
My bunny.
Your bunny.
At home.
Oh, okay. No, you got a bunny last year that was so cute. Look how tall you are. She's like, it's not fair.
No.
You're almost as tall as me now.
And I got a tattoo.
You got a tattoo?
And it is Svampebar Tina.
Swampatina. It's like,
Yeah.
so instead of SpongeBob, it's Sponge Tina.
Yeah.
And you got another one?
Mom.
It says Mama. Oh, Mom, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mama, yeah, it does say Mama. Oh, that is awesome. Have you been plant dyeing with your mom today?
Yeah.
Do you want to show us what's in the bucket? I think I know. This
the
one
bucket?
here in the pot.
Oh.
I think I know what that is because I see some color on the side.
Yeah.
I bet that came from that. Do
Yeah.
you remember what that is?
That is called Vide.
Yep. Vide in Norwegian or woad in English. And it has gone to seed. You can see these are seeds that are starting to form. And we'll plant more because our chickens have been roosting in them. You know what that means? They've been making little beds in there. Not fair.
Nope. It's not.
Nope, not fair. Anyway, I'll go sit down and then we'll find Jay, or I'll needle bind a little bit, and then I'll find Jay because Jay's going to talk about beer. I don't drink beer, but it'll be fun. Okay, so we'll find somewhere out of the rain. It's been weird. It's been like off and on rain all week. It has not gone one day without rain, but it has not rained entirely for one day. Oh, we still have some tourists in the village, so I'll go this way. Hi, hi. Okay, Gonzalo, we're actually closed. That's good to hide.
Hi, how are you? All good? You get lost? No?
Oh, we got more tourists over there too. We're actually closed.
Yeah.
Like 7 minutes ago. Okay. Anyway, I just didn't want to have a Viking being filmed with the.
Trying to tell her we're closed.
I'm on YouTube and they're like trying to film me. No, you want to say hi, Gonzalo? No.
They were talking to me. I'm like, why is she not looking at me? What's
It's
up,
his
guys?
fault.
How you doing? Very Viking mustache. I know what you're thinking.
Are
I
you?
know.
You are wearing a Viking mustache. Oh my God! We send you for like you go climbing in the mountains and that's it. What are you showing, Greg?
Nothing. I'm just.
It
just
doesn't
being
show up
annoying.
very well.
I was just being annoying,
Did you buy a new staff?
like a week ago or so. But yeah.
Yeah, but it's been a whole week since we've been on YouTube. We haven't seen this. Okay, now I have to take it out and we have to show it a little bit better. But I'll have
Good
to
old
turn the
daughter.
camera. Is it Piotr who made?
Oh yeah.
Ah, okay. Now I can see it a bit more. Oh, so cool. Have you given this one a name yet?
Not yet.
It's, oh, he's got a very pig-like nose. For a minute there, I thought it was the aliens that came out of that guy's stomach, but it's not.
No, it's a dragon.
But it's got, yeah, it is a dragon, and he's got a little tail on the end there.
Got even an eye down at the middle section.
Oh, yeah, he does have a, and it looks like talons almost.
Yep.
And then he's got, ah, look at that.
I love
I'm
the
almost
eye
too
in the
close.
centre. It's
There
so
it is.
well
He's
done.
watching you. See if I can get that to show up clearer. There it goes. Holy crap, that's cool. It's gorgeous, Greg, says Arlene.
It's lovely.
And then there's a knot there.
Not work.
And you've got a rune.
Yep.
Want to say, explain that rune?
It's Azus or Anzus, which is the rune often attributed to Odin.
Yeah.
The A rune, rune of magic and knowledge and all kinds of things.
Mm.
And then on the other side we've got Uruz, the ox rune, rune of strength and
It was like that.
things like that.
So you're not going to be strong?
Strong and magical, apparently.
Strong and magical with your dragon.
Yeah.
And
And
your...
he's got braid as well.
He does have a braid. That ought to make Holger very happy.
Yep.
Yep. And your all-seeing eye,
My
where you least
all-seeing eye.
expect it.
Yep.
Like knee,
I'm happy.
kneecap height. Nah, nice. Okay, I'll sneak in a stitch. We'll have to see what to stitch before beer. Okay. It's a wizard staff has a knob on the end, he says. Trying to get him into trouble. Oops, sorry. Shaking all over the place here. Turn this down. So I did do one project this week. That's about all I managed to do. It's not framed because it's not quite dry yet, but you do it through that white cloth kind of thing that just kind of dissolves. So now it's wet and been dissolved. So there we go. And it's stem stitch around the outside and chain stitch on the inside. But it's just a simple thing. I didn't find any big frames, so I have to do small ones. So, which I have to show a stitch, but I'm trying to think of what stitch to show. Actually, you can stare at that. You can stare at, what do I have in here? I have a mystery beer for Jay to try, the Belgian beer. Yarn and wool. Okay. Then I'll catch up on chat. You can stare at the Viking ship. Okay. Ooh, lots of comments. Torben was first, Garcia was second, and Raymond was third. It's very important that we have this order established. Who gets online first? It's not that easy. They've been waiting, especially when I put it up so damn late. In Garcia's in Holland, by the way. It's 19 degrees there. She wanted to know where the summer went.
Mm-hmm.
Raymond Roberts, he's all the way from Australia. It's 7 degrees where he is because it's winter.
Yeah.
Let's see. Torben is in Loftus, which isn't too far from here, and they're having 18 degrees. We did actually have 18 degrees. They are harvesting raspberries, and tomorrow they will harvest honey.
Oh.
What did Lisa harvest this week? Do you remember? She gathered something from the woods. Do you remember what it's called? The berry? Molte. Molte, which is cloudberries in English. I see a J. So, Karl, if you're watching, Jay's here. Get your beer. Get your glass. Huh?
I have my mark ready. Should I get the beers?
Yeah, go for it. I have to do one little needle binding thing. I should do some. It'll probably be a repeat now because I didn't come prepared. Raymond is still null binding with Canteen Big and cherry red wool that he ordered from his nephew's hat, which has arrived, by the way. So that'll be started soon. Oh, his sweater is finished, by the way. And he posted tutorial photos, which looks awesome. So I bet I don't have a needle. Oh, I do have a needle in here. We're going to have to show it with a tiny needle. Okay. I have to think of a stitch to show. Should we do... I don't know what stitch I should do. I should think of something. Ugh, can't get these in here. There. Let's see. Of course, if I do a stitch, then I have to remember it. I saw there was somebody who was having a hard time doing something other than Oslo. I can show... What do we think? We can do the... let's do an unnamed stitch maybe. Let's just test something and see what happens. We were doing turning stitches. So if I do a turn stitch, hey. We did one with 2 loops. We did one with 3 loops. What if we do one with 4 loops and we turn the 2 in the middle? Or something like that. So 4. What if we turned these 2? No, then I'd lose a stitch. I think. Yeah, let's try it. No. There's no name for this stitch. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. What if I did this? Okay, we're going to go through these 2 this way and for that one. And we'll figure out what it's called later and finish off like finish. Okay. No name for this stitch. Too bad. If you tried to study. We'll go through 2 and then we'll take the 3rd one from the 4th one from the other direction. So 1, 2, 3 and see what happens. It'll probably be a mess. What do you think? I'm going to screw it up?
Maybe.
Probably. I have no plan. Should we call this the Mariana stitch?
Okay.
Okay. It's probably a stitch and I just didn't look it. Because I didn't look it up, I don't actually know what it's called. Okay. I forgot to do my homework on needle binding and time went so fast. Okay, so we're going over 1. Taking the 2 and the 3 this way. Taking the 4th loop from the other backside. Just to see what happens.
Looks like you know what you're doing, even if you did not know.
Oh, but that's the idea.
Oh.
If Russian, it would be kaiti. Okay, see, Nella knows it actually is a stitch. I'm just trying to be smart. Damn it. I'm trying to make my own new stitch, and it has a name. Okay, so it is kaiti. Kite. Sorry. It could be double Dalby. No, maybe double Dalby. No, Dalby I do this way. So Dalby, I take the 2nd loop from behind and then twist and pick up the 3rd loop and then go under. But this one, I'm just doing 2 and then taking the 3rd one. So there I go. I'm trying to be smart and I'm doing kite stitch, which I like to call the kaiti stitch because I like to butcher everything the way we Americans do. 2 away. Take the 3rd one from behind. But yeah, that would be Russian stitch. It has actually a really cool look to it, though. You'll see in a moment. So we brought you one of the Belgian beers, by the way, that Karl liked so much
Oh,
to
very
try.
Looking forward to it.
He said we have to share some beer. Oh wow, you brought lots of beer, and you've been brewing beer too. We got to ask you how you're doing this later,
Oh,
because I don't know very much about
I
brewing
don't
beer.
know if 1 hour will do.
No. Well, we don't have to ask you everything, you know. We have to have you come back. That sounds like a good pour.
That's just water.
Oh,
And I need to give that advice to Karl,
yeah.
because if you rinse your glass,
Thank you. He
you
doesn't
know
rinse
what
his
I'm going to say,
glasses.
Yeah.
He just pours the other one in there.
No. He has to pour. He has to rinse the bottle, the mug before he pours the first beer.
Yeah.
I've seen it in. I'm a big fan of the videos, so I
Ah.
studied them, and I saw him pouring the beer in a dry glass,
Oh,
and that foams a lot.
I didn't know that. So you wet the glass first?
That's why I'm here.
Hi, Renee. And we're stealing your place for for about a half an hour. But we'll go sit down in a minute.
Hello. What are you doing?
I'm on YouTube. You're on YouTube now. You want to be on YouTube? We'll see what you look like then. We just have to ask people first.
Are you going to
there we
make me an interview?
Yep, see if I can get my thing to turn. There you are! Two new. You're a new Freeman. And Jay, who's been hiding behind the screen there,
Hi.
is also a new Freeman.
Hey. Looking forward to meet Karl and drink beer, but he's not here.
He's
Which rhymes.
been
which is
making
good.
beer. No, I'll turn around and show it. Okay, now I gotta show you what my stitch looks like, and then we're all done playing until Karl gets here. Okay, my gimbal's doing something funny. Hang on. I have to adjust. There it goes. Oh, now we're all sick and ready to drink. No. Okay. This is what it looked like, though. So, yep, Nella's right. It's the Kite stitch, I think. I just couldn't think of the name of it because I wasn't prepared, but it looks cool. So you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You just do something and it makes something. But I kind of want to finish this now. I want to do that with all these stitches. This is the right side, the way it turned out. And this is the way the back side turned out. I would probably join this with an F2, by the way, which means I'd join with one new one, one old one. But what I did is you got first loop, second loop, third loop, and fourth loop. So I put the first one on my thumb and went under two, or took two away from me, the second and third away from me, and the fourth one I took from behind, but I have to lift it up and turn it to do that. And then I went through like finish. And that's how I did it. There you go. But apparently it's already been discovered, damn it. I have invented nothing new. No, but I like the look of it anyway. So there you go. You can just screw around with it and it'll work. Okay, I'm going to go sit down now. And then Karl will come and figure out where we are and he will join and have some beer. Are you going to do beer tasting too, Rennie?
Mm.
Yeah. Oops, I have to cough. Dry throat.
Or mug?
No, but he's bringing one. Oh, her, yeah. Okay.
That's exciting.
And I did one embroidery today. Okay. Now you have to tell us about your beer, but you'll have to talk from this side because the front side microphone doesn't work well on
I have to
YouTube.
talk from this side.
Yep. What are we
So-
looking at? Well, this is not a beer.
This is not a beer. This is what is called a braggot. It's a mix of a mead and a beer.
I was pointing to the cup.
We should save this for the last beer we try because it has close to, I think, 15% ABV.
Holy
alcohol.
crap.
So-
Yeah, Karl should not be drinking that like lemonade.
I'm sorry, it's not a braggot, it's a barley wine. So you ferment it as long as the yeast is able to convert sugar into alcohol before it dies, and then you have to take it out.
Oh.
This is a classic beer. We call it a Doppelbock in Germany. Doppelbock, a bock means it is stronger than a normal beer, and you can guess what, a double bock. Doppelbock is even a bit stronger than a
Regular Bock beer?
bock. So this has, well, it has only 8% ABV. That's fine.
That's
And
okay. Only
that-
8%.
that
Yeah,
only
the
8%.
Belgians would be crying.
That's that's why the bottles are much smaller. You can see it if you go a little bit
Yeah,
further
I can
back.
go back out, yeah.
You see the bottles are much smaller than the regular ones.
Yep.
And it's a Rauchmalz.
Because you're from
Doppelbock,
Germany.
Because yes,
You forgot to say that.
because I'm from Germany and I name my beer German names sometimes.
I was just thinking you knew how to pronounce that. Say it again.
Rauchmalz. This is called a Rauchmalz Doppelbock, which means a smoked brewing malt double bock, whatever. And this is
Is that a Riesling? Riesling.
this one.
It's got a little white piece of paper right under the name. There we go.
No. This is a beer. Yeah, every German would kill me for calling it a beer. I brewed it without brewing malt. It's just made of hops, rice, and water.
Oh, really?
So it's a gluten-free beer. And because it's made of rice, I call it Rising Star.
Rising Star. Oh, I'm sitting here trying to read Riesling out of that.
No. But you wouldn't be, yeah, well, if you change the 2 letters and you change some other things, yes.
And got
exactly.
creative with it, yeah.
But because in German, rice is Reis, and
Yeah.
that's why it's Rising Star. So.
Rising Star. That's cute.
And the last one,
Yeah.
sorry to disappoint you all, the label is really shitty.
Actually, I thought your labels were pretty cool until we got to this one.
Yeah, thanks, me too.
Might have to be a... There it goes. It's just a bit...
I just forgot the label.
Yeah.
This is beer. You see the R's in brackets?
Yeah.
Because it is a mix of...
It's a beer.
It's a beer. Yeah, exactly. It's a mix of... it's a beer, but with added honey.
Ah, sounds like something Torben could make. He's got honey
Yes.
bees.
And if someone knows what Birkenzucker is, it is an artificial sweetener.
Yeah.
Not really artificial because it's perfectly natural. And I use this because the yeast would eat away all the sugar in the honey. So this would have been a dry beer,
Yeah.
if not for the Birkenzucker, which is also called Xylit. I don't know how it's called in English.
Somebody will know, though. We got German speaking on here, too.
I hope so.
Or they've got Google. It's amazing what they can do in the other window.
So this makes the beer taste a little bit sweet,
Yeah.
but it only has 8% too. So basically a light beer.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be fun. Okay, Karl's not here yet, and I see you've got something behind the counter. Renee, do you want to show?
Yes.
I gotta show you. She's been making stuff too. It's felted.
Yeah. Can I show it?
Yeah, you can show it. Yeah, I have to turn the microphone around so they can hear you, though. I think Karl should be on his way, or we'll be guilting the crap out of him. I can turn it around and then they can hear you. Let's see if it shows up in there.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is what I do.
Yeah. And it's well, it was knit, but it's so felted you can't tell.
Yes.
And then
felted.
it's needle felted on top.
This
You did the
one.
Viking. I like
This
the button
is
in the
the
middle.
first I made.
The first one,
In
yeah.
the Viking style. Yes.
It's quite cool.
And there's another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like them. They look very angry.
Yeah. They're supposed to.
Well, they are. They're
It's a
raging.
fighter. And here's something you can.
A little less than history accurate, but so good. So when you make your beer, she can drink it through one of those things and keep her
Yeah,
hand
this is
warm.
Also
I really
an
like-
angry Viking.
Oops, sorry, it's gonna
And
turn
I
there.
do have another one. You can show.
Yeah, you like the angry Viking one?
This one.
I.
You could do boxing.
Yeah.
Viking boxing gloves. No, those are awesome. No, I saw those
But
earlier
it's
this week and had to show.
very warm.
Yeah,
Keeps you warm.
it's cute. Okay, I see you, Karl. Karl, you ready to drink? I have to catch up on chat. So I can turn it. We can stare at Karl. Nope, I don't know what he's doing over there. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got lots. So also depend. It's very important to find out, Jay, by the way, who's first, second, or third on here. We'll stare at your beer. Okay. So Torben was first, Garcia was second, and Raymond was third. After that, we just, we lost count. Torun's here. She's fourth. Let's see who else. There was one from Iceland in here. Issa. Arlene is here. She's making red and gray hats for Oslo for Largesse, an upcoming event. Red is the color of the month, by the way, for the needle binding project. You make any project, you just use the color red. So I don't know if you can do that with beer. But you can make a red beer, but maybe you shouldn't join us for the green month.
I once did, so I will do.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I remember Red Bear.
And then Amro is here from Belgium, so I'm glad she got to see the... Yeah, you remember the red beer, Karl. So I'm glad she got to see the plant dying. Nella is here to correct my needle binding when I thought I was being clever. Let's see, I'm going to zip through real quick. Question for Karl. How did the Vikings make planks for their houses? Any finds of saw? We'll have to get to that one in a minute. Albert is here. Raymond Robert puts he put a recap of all the missing colors, by the way. So I'll repeat it. January was brown, February was blue, March was gray, April was green, May is yellow, June is orange, and July is red. So I don't know how you're going to do on the beers there, Jay. Ashley's here from Kansas, weaving like crazy. Let's see. Raymond says he believes the Viking used axes and wedges, no saws yet. Let's see how he scores. Then we're talking about when they were blowing the horn. Torben says that Greg blew it. Get it? Oh, that's so bad. See, Kiwi's here, and I saw a relative of Kiwi in the village, so I had to, she came by and picked her up a book, the Nele book. Yep, you have to turn around so we can see it properly. We're doing shameless advertising here. We don't get paid for this, by the way.
And you cannot buy the beer, so
Yeah.
you can advertise as long as you want.
There you go. And Max is here, and well, they'll just have to find you. I tagged you. I tagged you. At least I wrote your Instagram on there too. I think I have to do that. Oh no, I couldn't tag you in the post, but I can do it after you have to accept my friend request. And question for Lord Vader. Karl, did the Vikings collect wild honey or did they keep bees? Any finding of beekeeping tools? Let's see how he does later. Anna Taylor is here. She tried to get that gluten-free. She would like to try gluten-free beer because the last gluten-free beer she tried was not very good. Forgot that she can't drink
So
ciders.
come to Norway. I'm here till Wednesday.
You're here till Wednesday. Oh, we're going to have you come back. And can you make the double dolly stitch for the next weekend or today? I could do that for next week. Okay, let's go sit down and test some beer. We can sit over here by the fire, though. It's probably a bit more comfy.
Do you want me to answer the questions or?
Yep, now you can answer the questions. I just hadn't caught up on chat. Wait, come, let me turn around. Where are you going to sit? If we were smart, we would have lit a fire, but too late.
There are finds of sauce from the
There you
Vikings, but they're really short.
Yeah.
So probably not to make planks for houses. Then I probably would have used wedges on axes.
So the axe was correct. Raymond gets a point?
Yes.
Yeah.
It isn't to say that they didn't have sauce, because they might have had. But
Yeah.
to make a saw blade that actually survives sawing down a tree, that's complicated metallurgy. The Vikings probably saved their complicated metallurgy for making weapons. As for the wild honey, yes, they would use wild honey when they found it, but they wouldn't find a lot of it, because you don't see a lot of wild bees up here.
No?
But they would import honey from continental Europe. Or steal it. Or steal something else and then change it for honey.
So what is Torben going to do with his bees now? His Viking bees. Torben has Viking bees. I've seen it. They're producing.
Yes. Now we also have
We just call them
potters and
Viking bees.
glass blowers that are doing Viking things, but the Vikings in Scandinavia didn't.
Yeah. You have to show your mug.
Please do. It was a lot of work.
There's a horn. You burn this one in? Is that why? Because the burning will make
Yes,
it go yellow like
burn it.
that. I don't know if they can see it. So we won't comment
If
on
you
the.
turn it around, the little iron thingy on the
Yeah.
handle, on the other side,
Oh, on the other side.
the other
Sorry.
side,
There we
the
go.
lower thing on the handle. It's actually made here. At least I bought it here in 2000.
I know what this one. Karl has one on his bag for the longest time.
What?
The arrow. Was it an arrow or was it a pin? I forget. Or a sword. I forgot what that is. You had one of those that
See it.
you bought one when you tested the web shop to see how it worked.
Oh yeah, it's the cheapest thing we had. It's called the sword hammer.
The cheapest thing we have.
Thank you very much. Sir.
When I tested the web shop, I ordered one of them just to see
Ah,
how
right.
how it works.
Actually, we have things that cost less than that now. The runes are cheaper than that.
Yeah.
But it was to test it anyway. Okay,
Excellent.
you have beer. I've been waiting for the beer, so you
I
gotta
have
you gotta do your
Karl,
beer thing,
I've
guys.
seen you pouring beer in the last videos.
He's actually been watching us. He's one of those people.
I'm a big fan. Watch every video.
Oh my God, you
And
poor thing.
pouring beer in a dry mug. You
Yeah.
should wet it first so it doesn't foam that much.
Shame on you. So it's not
I
the beer
brought
that's
fresh water
broken.
for you.
It's your glass that's broken. How do you swish water around in a schnabel glass?
Very
Bit
complicated.
difficult.
A claw beaker. Yeah.
And you see I open beer the Karl's way.
You're doing it the Karl's way.
That's the Viking way.
The Viking way, yeah?
Yeah.
How long have you been brewing beer now? Because I saw you have what's your Instagram again?
My Instagram account is my Instagram account concerning meat and beer is called Die Mitmacher. It's a German channel.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
You have to spell it for us that can't pronounce.
Well,
D-I-E, isn't it?
Diemetmacher.
There you go.
You have not dealt with Germans before, have you? Every time you tell them to spell something, there is a lot of surprising letters in the word that you have no idea what's supposed to be there.
No, these are French people.
Oh, they're worse.
They're worse.
We started out watching him try to blow a horn. It was the side one where he's got the hole on the side of the horn, so that's a
One
hard
for
one to
you.
do. So you're going to try the Rauchen, what was it, Rauchen? I can't say it.
Rauchmalz Doppelbock.
Rauchmalz Doppelbock.
Made with smoked brewing malt.
Oh, cool.
And it's a Doppelbock because a bock is a stronger beer and a double bock is a stronger bock.
Extra, yeah.
But it's just 8% ABV.
Yeah.
That sounds promising.
Ooh. Look at like the rinsing trick helped on your claw beaker there. It's a good thing.
it's
You would have
not
been
going
totally...
completely berserk, which is good. But the bear that really foamed over last time was the second bear, so the glass was wet.
Yeah.
But it was wet from a bear the second bear obviously was allergic to. So
Have there been a few minutes between the first and the second beer? Because the foam dries and the CO2 breaks.
You have a tendency to slam these things. What percentage of this is this before he starts slamming it?
8%.
8%.
But it's a small bottle, so
Yeah.
we're fine.
it's good. It has a taste I can't place.
I gotta smell it.
Some kind of woodish taste.
You wanna smell? You wanna
It
try?
had wood, but it was in a wood barrel for a short time.
I do
So-
too. I thought they were cute. Actually, that one smells good.
I smell?
Yeah.
You can have a taste if you like.
Yeah. No. It's a. Yeah. You gotta have. It's like it's not gonna smell good until you're of legal age. I gotta say. When you're in legal age, then it smells better. Yeah.
Bad thing
That smells
will
really good.
happen on your
That smells like the
18th
beer I
birthday.
would have drank
Yeah,
actually.
bear will all of a sudden start to smell good.
Did you taste some?
It's nice. No, it's okay.
Thank you.
It smells like a Bock beer.
Really, you're very good.
Thank you.
Expert on bock beer.
I know. No, actually, when I could drink beer, then I drank Bock beer.
Short funny story. This mug is 5 years old,
Yeah.
and it was perfectly sealed for 5 years. And this morning it started leaking.
I was just gonna say the seal though is not
Yep.
very Viking.
It's not.
You're a little on the
It's
medieval
bees-
side.
It's beeswax.
Is it beeswax? No, but the turning mugs or horns into mugs like that, or we had. Did you look it up? We had to look it up because we got a bunch for the store because they allow them at medieval markets, but Viking markets we're not so sure. But it doesn't make it any less cool. I just want to say we have to finish showing the patterns, by the way. Now that it's got beer in there,
In
if
fact,
you
I
can
was
see it.
thinking about bringing it because it's not 100% Viking.
Yeah.
Then I looked at one of your videos,
Yeah, and somebody was holding one up.
and I saw you have these ones in the shop. So
We do have them in the shop, but yeah, we have to tell the Vikings that they're not because they use them in markets, a lot of markets. But it's
Yes,
actually one of those things where they kind of turn a blind eye. But
But it's also kind of a dick move on our part to sell something in the shop and not allowing people to use it.
no, so we got to kind of tell the Vikings, yes, it's really cool, but get the other kind, get the drinking horn kind. But this is quite cool. I have to show the burning on there. We had a lady in from Denmark in who did that kind of patterning, but a little different. She just kind of held it in and let it go. Kind of, she made like a dot pattern.
I tried this on another mug, but the pattern is too delicate for burning
No.
with points. So I had to try modern things.
But I gotta say though, yours isn't as like bright and shiny as the black ones of ours, which are very obvious when you have like a black horn and then you have this light colored wood base on there. But I'm gonna turn around and point at you guys drinking beer here, or we can watch Mariana trying not to cut herself. What are you making?
I'm making a spoon to,
You're making a spoon?
yeah, so
Ah, that'll be cool. Okay, we'll watch you carve while I catch up on chat here. Albert says, hi, New Freeman. And then, yep, Russian, Raymond writes it down. Russian 1 + 2 + 1 is the kite stitch.
Second taste. I have a honey beer, which is
Kiwi says, my family drove through Gudvangen this week and bought Mary Posanen's book about Nalbinding for me. Yep, she was saying, oh, there was a book that we needed to get, and I knew exactly which one she was talking about.
yes. It's a barley wine with a lot of other things.
You're making
like
another spoon earlier?
passion
Yeah?
fruit. It has malt in it,
the
honey.
next day I have
coffee, a little
Same
bit of
day
coffee.
I have finished
Oak
this
chips.
I
Started a new one,
whiskey,
yeah? Ah? I don't know if you caught that. She said the same day she started or finished the spoon, she started a new one. That's
We'll try
productive.
that next.
yeah.
And Lindsay's here. Let's see if I missed that earlier. Still catching up. That beer mitt is great, writes Arlene. Anna Taylor says, fortunately, I can drink ciders. Ah, okay, I missed that wrong. Autocorrect. Question for the beer guy. By the way, Torben has a beer podcast. What kind of yeast do you use? And Heidi Liset is here, by the way, too.
What kind of use? Well,
What kind of yeast do you use, beer guy?
to disappoint you all, I use modern brewer's yeast.
Clutch the pearls.
Yep.
I think Torben is pretty familiar with that.
I know.
I'm pretty sure that's what
I'm sure he is too, but I'm trying to add drama.
But if I would like to use wild fermentation, but I would have to throw half of the batches away, and that would just be too expensive. And as a German, I cannot throw away beer. It's not possible.
Alcohol abuse, we call that.
Oh, what did he call it? Yeah, I saw him today, the old guy in red. Bear brewer.
Ivar, yeah, I heard rumor that Ivar was here. He lives
Yeah.
like up in the mountains there and comes down every once in a while with a bunch of barley and stuff.
He came down
Malt.
with some wet, grainy substance that smelled like bear. And
Yeah.
he gave it to, I think he gave it to Siri, and nobody knew exactly what to do with it. Some people wanted to make bread of it, and some people wanted to try to
That was very beer tasting bread, by the way.
try to brew it into beer. I think
Yeah.
it was
It was malt. wasn't it, or
a
something?
yeast colony that basically had spontaneously started existing.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think that was what it was, but he is kind of hard to follow when he goes off on bear talk. So
And
it's
he's
like,
Norwegian, so you should understand him more.
yes, but it doesn't matter which. He could speak perfect English, and you would have trouble following him
No, I usually do.
because he talks in circles, and then he sees a butterfly and he runs after it.
Uh,
I have a tendency to do just that when I'm talking about mead, yeast, or beer.
mm,
It's a passion, and you start when people ask questions, and I start to answer, and I ask questions again, and
Yeah.
I get into a flow. And sometimes I see when the people go tilt.
mm-hmm.
So
Oh, that's what I do with the
Just
bowl.
malt.
And then you do this, and then you start see them doing a dance or something, or yeah, their eyes are going the other way, or they start looking for the sheep, and you're like, okay, time to wrap it up.
time to say goodbye. Have a nice day. It was nice meeting you.
Speaking of though, you've been making beer all week in the village, so you got to tell us. Sorry, I'll fix the there.
No, I've been making mead in the village.
You've been making mead in the
Yes,
village. Okay, so
exactly.
you got to tell us about that, and you got to tell us about all the really good questions you had, and about the really less than good questions
Less
that
than
you
good
had,
question.
because we like those too.
Let me start with a less than good question.
Yeah?
I was very surprised. There was a guy listening to me lecturing about the mead, about the way I do it now, about the way it was done back then. And after telling him for 50 minutes the way of making a mead and the difference between a mead and a beer,
Yeah.
he asked me one question. And the question was, so, is this a mead or is it a beer?
So he wasn't
I was
listening to
close
you.
to strangle him.
Did his eyes go sideways or diagonal a bit as you said? Was he
I
looking for the
think-
sheep?
I think I closed my eyes and he took a step back and I think he noticed that it was a not so intelligent question.
He might not have taken notes. Okay, so what's the difference between beer and mead? Because, you know, somebody's got to be that person. I just want to see if his eyes go in the back of his head.
Basically, the ingredients, of course. You don't put, as a German,
Yeah.
you don't put honey in a beer. And you're not allowed to do that following the German purity law. So beer is basically made with using brewer's malt, which is basically barley.
Yeah.
Or rye if you want to make a German, or wheat if you want to make a German Weizen beer, which is very tasty. Tastes like, it can taste like banana, by the way, without adding banana.
Oh, that might be
Very
one
good,
for Karl.
very good. You see, I've been studying.
Yes, you have. Actually, I'm impressed.
And
That was you.
that was me. I'm the one who watches your videos.
I pay the other ones to be here.
The other main difference, the big difference, is when you make meat, you basically have to just buy some honey from a local beekeeper, by the way, not from the store,
So, Torben.
of course.
Yeah.
Mix it with water and add yeast to it. Even the best thing to add is brewer's yeast. And then it basically will start fermenting. And again, to say basically, that's it. You just have to watch it. You have
Yeah.
to control the temperature. If you brew beer, it's quite another thing. You have to get the brewer's malt. You have to mix it to the kind you want to have, following a recipe. And then you have to decide if you want a beer that is totally dry and easy to drink, or if you want to have a beer which has a certain mouthfeel to it and has a thicker body. And if you want to go for the first, a dry beer, you have to heat it up to the temperature about 63, 65 degrees.
Yeah.
And if you want to go for a beer with a higher body, you want to have much more unfermentable sugars in them, and they are produced around 72 degrees Celsius.
This is starting to sound as scientific as plant dying.
It
though.
is, and
Yeah.
this is the point why I'm making mead here, not brewing beer.
Yeah.
Without a thermometer, I cannot put my finger into a batch and say, yes, now it's 63 degrees.
Ah, this
Or-
sounds like your tour. The Viking thermometer looks like this.
It works for cheese.
Yeah?
You have to start, I think, around 30 degrees for the enzymes to work in
Yeah.
the cheese. And you're done when you think you are done, you higher the temperature to 40 degrees so that the enzymes are destroyed.
Yeah.
You can determine the difference between 30 and 40 degrees.
Yeah.
But when you put a finger in a 65 degrees high mash,
Yeah.
it's just ow.
Ow.
And 72 degrees, you can imagine, is just the same.
That 2 hours
might
or a
pull-
much louder ow and a little bit of swearing?
You might pull the finger out a bit quicker, but and there might be some swearing involved.
And some swearing involved. So you're making mead because you don't have to swear as much?
I don't have to swear as much, and I don't want to sneak in the thermometer, so I chose the simple process of making a boucher-style mead,
Yeah.
which means I boil the honey for 4 or 5 hours over the open fire,
Yeah.
which leads to a caramelized mead, which is much darker than a normal mead, and it adds to the flavor. There are flavors of caramel, there are flavors of dried fruit, and of course the color of the mead is dark and looks very good, because we have a saying in Germany that the eye is always drinking, is also drinking. So
Yeah.
it has to look good, and that's what it hopefully does.
Well, that one looked really good, actually. I even took a small taste, so that
that's
won't
a
make me
beer.
sick. But that's beer, not a mead.
That's beer, not a mead.
Not a mead.
It
Not
has
really.
a familiar taste that I can't really pinpoint.
Well, I know I like Friedenlund beer is what I used to get, but it's not Friedenlund, obviously. It tastes different than that.
Friedenlund is, I think, is a normal pilsner.
Yeah. No, they have a Bach beer, but
I think the taste you cannot really grip and describe may come from the smoke.
that could be it. Yeah. I only took a small taste because I don't want to have an allergic reaction tomorrow. But your snobbles are looking pretty full, Karl. There goes the hat. That's a good beer, Jay.
I think so.
The hat is gone.
I have a hard time following.
No. And then we're at minute 43, so we're going to have to bring on more beer. Karl's hat has only yet just begun to fall off. What do you think, though?
It's good.
Yeah? It's good. It's
Thank
good.
you.
It's a good thing it's good because he would tell you if it wasn't, even if you were present, which you
Good.
are.
That's good. I always like when people are very honest to me, but if they really despise my beer, they
Yeah.
are allowed to lie to me.
Yeah.
So
No, but he'd tell you to do it like it is.
I would probably be a little bit more diplomatic since I'm sitting right next to the guy. So it wouldn't be like with the citrus beer.
Or the matcha beer.
I'm completely unarmed. My sword is my.
Oh, let me see
knife
your.
is lying here.
Let's see it.
I
It's
made the
Damascus.
I made the handle myself.
You made the handle yourself. I remember you were talking about that. But look at the blade.
Wow.
Totally unauthentic blade. But
Yeah, but it's cool though.
Yeah, the blade looks fine to me. The thing is, when it comes to success, in Scandinavia they kind of prefer it like this. The English one, the one that has the break in the back and the sharp edge on the long side, that's more a British Islands thing. But because it's so iconic, everybody who buys the sax usually buys that one.
It's quite cool.
And the
Did you use
pattern
bone
welding
and
is
wood?
real.
it is real, yes.
Yeah. What did you use for the handle? Was it?
The white stuff is water buffalo bone,
Yeah.
and the darker stuff is bog oak,
Bog oak. Oh, wow.
Wood which has been found in the bog, and it's between 600 and 2,000 years old. So
Oh, that's you've definitely cherished those materials.
You
Not to
can-
mention, it's a little bit bigger than reindeer or moose bone from Norwegian reindeer and Norwegian moose bone, which is reindeer moose bone. It's water buffalo. That's kind of cool.
That would be quite a catch in the Viking Age, but not entirely impossible. But
Yeah, but he's
we are
German. They do
we are
things
pushing
differently
it.
down there.
we're pushing it.
Okay, what else you got? I have to
What else do I got?
What you got?
Another beer.
another beer.
Well, beer
Or what
is
are you
not
going to
correct.
taste
It's
anyway?
a barley wine.
It's the barley wine,
A
yeah.
barley wine. Show the label again.
Yeah, we gotta show that.
The ship you see there was it was the boat. Sorry, the boat you see there is was it the boat which was standing at
Out here?
the shore? Yes.
Ah, Tira is the
2000
name of the boat, probably.
I don't know.
Or maybe, I don't know,
Tira
he's
is
got
a
more than
ship.
one boat.
So if it's a boat, it's probably in Yardar, the one that was destroyed. in the storm.
Oh, the little one. Yeah, I
the
think like
little
the
one
big
that
one.
is
Yeah.
placed on the land.
Yep, that
right
was
next to the old statue.
because that one's Rond, I think, and the other one was Njardar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So both of them are copies
By
of
the way,
the same find. It's the
it's-
Fjordtoft boat from a little bit further north on the coast.
The boat like
But
that one.
that one is built out of oak like the original, and Yardar was built out of, I think it was fir tree. Because there is a tradition in northern Norway to make boats out of that because it's so light. And it kind of worked. It was easier to row that one when we had both of them on the sea than it was to row that one. But it also can't take any damage. So even if you hit the pair just a little bit too fast, you get a big rip in the side.
All right, that's not.
But on that one, it's almost worse for the pair than it is for the boat.
Yeah. The other one we had on shore it is now with an insurance company because it got rocked in a storm this year. The one that was out on.
That's also a very weird thing with this valley because in most storms we are perfectly fine. The storm just blows over the valley and we don't notice. But there are some directions where it kind of gets into the valley and then it gets amplified. And the really powerful wind direction is from there. So it seems counterintuitive because it's kind of blowing right from one mountainside and into the other one.
Into the other, and it's coming back, I guess.
Yeah, because every winter, except maybe not last winter. Last winter the fans didn't blow down, did it?
No, it's the first time it didn't blow down, but it is tied to the containers now.
Yeah, no. If you look behind the containers, you'll see all the security measures we have taken to keep that fence up.
Yeah, there's a lot of tightrope
And,
walking on those things.
It has blown down so many times. It's not even funny.
No, when the wind comes through, it blows strong.
The first year I was working here, I was living in one of the containers, and for a week I climbed out the window to go to work instead of opening the door because the fans had blown into the door and was blocking the door. What I didn't know is, well, Roger is super efficient, so he fixed that the first day.
Oh,
But I didn't know he had fixed it, and there is a little bit of an aluminium ledge over my door that was bent down, so it just barely made it so there was too much resistance for me to open the door from the inside. And I don't bother to go around and checking on that side, so I go, okay, fuck it, window again then. And so I climbed out the window for at least 6 days when it wasn't necessary. And when I come back one evening and I see, oh yeah, okay, my door is actually clear. So then I just take the axe shaft and bang up this aluminium ledge. And then I can go use the door as normal.
You fixed it all by yourself.
And Toril basically go, you idiot.
You moron.
You are so obviously living alone because no girlfriend would ever accept climbing through the window with you.
maybe not. No.
And I go, yeah, no, you might have a point.
She probably has a point there, just speaking from my current girlfriend status. No,
You wouldn't go through a window with me?
no, I don't think I can fit. Okay, you gotta try another one because you
Okay,
are
we're
getting
trying
on the
another
minutes and we need to show off your beer. We've been having Karl
May I
test
have
so
your
many
glass,
of them.
good sir?
Did he rinse it?
Oh, you didn't rinse.
Shame on you, he even brought you a tankard to...
Rinse your glass.
You're making things complicated.
I'm a German. I make everything complicated.
You don't want to get schooled again.
Today I did something over there, and Janneke asked me, and Janneke said to me, "You're always so complicated." No, I'm not. It's the way I am.
Jannica Weisse Hansen, by the way. That's the tattoo artist in Bergen that comes here every year.
Yeah, and I've heard she makes awesome tattoos.
Yeah, did she make your tattoo?
Yes, of course.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, I recognize her work. I recognize it. It looks like wood. I don't know if they can see it on there, but you'll see if it's
Can't
clear or not.
get the arm higher, but
Holy crap.
Oh.
How long did that take you to get that done?
I think the whole arm has been 6 or 7 sessions.
I can think so, yeah. She does amazing work.
She
though,
does. She does. It's really, really good.
Yeah. We have prints from her in the store. Oh, we got a comment in there I gotta see. Oh, they're talking stitches. I'll watch you guys pour for a minute while I read, because I have been ignoring. And wow, Society Lisa, that's Runa's sister, by the way.
For you.
Torben says, the magic science of making beer. I love the smell of beer mash in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Raven says, I'm still waiting on my check. Must be with my mountain. Absolutely. Torben says you could buy some kvike. That's what it was, kvike in Voss. That's old yeast culture, comes from Norwegian farms. Yeah, it's kvike is what Ivar brought down, by the way.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yeah, you can. I'm going to turn around so they can hear you, because for some reason YouTube doesn't like my front microphone. There you go.
Totally forgot to answer the question in detail for about which yeast I
Yeah.
used for this beer, and it was Kvike yeast. It was the Voss strain.
So for those of us who don't know what kvike is.
So Kvike are very old yeast strains discovered discovered back again in Norway from a guy called Linus or Lars Gashol. I'm not quite sure. He went around Norway and he collected these old yeast strains, and I think there are 20 or 15 to 20 different yeast strains he discovered, and the Voss Quake is one of them, and it makes a very good beer. It's good in mead, but I don't want to go into details. I used it in mead once, and I will not use it again.
Oh, yeah?
It was a good mead, but the yeast didn't behave the way I like it.
Did it explode?
No, it took too long to die.
Oh,
To
okay.
be precise.
Yeah.
If you use a good brewer's yeast, you notice when the yeast is coming to the limit,
Yeah.
and it takes about a week. Later, it takes about a week until it's really dead or not functioning anymore.
Oh, okay.
But the Voss yeast in a mead behaved when you say
Yeah.
this is the finish and this is the start.
Yeah.
The normal yeast goes this, and becomes a little bit slower on the end.
Huh.
The Voss went this.
Oh.
And then it took quite a while and wouldn't really finish. So, really good mead, but
Yeah.
it didn't behave the way I like it. So,
So what are you serving now, by the way?
we're serving now a barley wine,
The barley
Called
wine. Oops. there we go.
summoning of Karin, because you know Karin, the ferryman in Greek mythology. This is a 15% alcohol barley wine, so if you drink it like a beer, which means rather fast, you better have 2 coins on your eyes because you need them.
Did you hear what he said, Karl? Did you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
But
drink it slow.
I don't have coins. I am using Visa now, so
I'm
Okay.
sure the ferryman has evolved as well.
Oops. Well, we might have the wagon around here somewhere for hauling him home later.
one bad thing this week.
Yeah, because you can't sleep in the textile house. The journeymen are using the textile house today.
One weird thing this week is that I've been getting a lot of questions from tourists about the nitty-gritty of Viking laws.
Yeah.
And some of the questions are really good and some of them are kind of stupid.
Yeah.
To take an example of a stupid one, I'm talking about women's rights and that women inherit their husband normally.
Carry the
And-
camera.
Then
Oh,
some,
sorry. I haven't even been drinking.
I think he was French, maybe Belgian, a guy today that asked me, okay, so women inherit husband. What if woman murder husband and is not caught? Then she gets away with it.
I like this lady. She's
That's
been
how
watching
it-
Good
no,
Girls.
it was a guy.
Oh, it was a guy.
He might have been looking over his shoulder at his wife, but obviously if she isn't caught, she gets away with it. So it isn't really any kind of... No laws have a provision for, oh no, but if you murder somebody and isn't caught, then you will be punished like this.
Okay, so what do you think?
It's good. It's not beer. It's...
No, it's a barley wine. The difference is you keep
Didn't-
adding honey to it until the yeast somehow dies and cannot take anymore.
I have to smell.
And then you add other stuff like coffee beans in this one.
Oh, it does smell like
the
a wine.
coffee
Yeah.
is noticeable.
Okay, now I have to take a small taste, but.
Do you remember
Be
the big
careful.
bottle I bought in Denmark on the supermarket?
Oh,
that
that's
we
good.
found when we walked around for like 7 million hours.
Yeah.
That was, it kind of tasted like this.
Yeah.
But that one was so bitter it was undrinkable.
No, but
This
that
is-
one's very drinkable. That one
Yeah,
makes me
this
wish
is
I
very
wasn't
good.
allergic to it. That one is really good.
It's one of the last bottles I have of these.
Oh, and he brought it just for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta turn around and we gotta watch you again so I can read in a moment here. There. Okay. We'll see what we got. Max is asking a lot about stitches, which is good. Laugh out loud, Visa. Life Home is here. Oh, let her tattoo Karl live on the next stream. That would be funny, Karl. Why don't you have tattoos?
Well, Rune answers that question perfectly.
Runa's answer. Hardy knows this one. You don't put stickers on a Ferrari. I don't know. I'm going to use that one. The truth is, I don't have any tattoos because I can't make up my mind, and they're permanent. Yeah, and then Nella and Max are talking stitches, which I'm going to have to read about that one after. Let's see. How far back did I go? Oh, yeah, got that far? Because we'll go in more into stitches again next week. By the way, Thorne saw my Darth Vader Lego model the other day and yelled, "Look, it's Karl!" And then talking about Moose and Stitch, by the way, which we did. Oh, it's been over a year since we've done Moose and Stitch. We were in the Yellow House, so that could be a while. Mantis, says Life Home. Okay, let's see. Turning it around again. There you are, back.
Here we are.
Yeah. So what do you think? Can Jay come back?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you can come back. You can come back any time of year, by the way. Even if the tourists aren't here, you can still
This
come.
is very nice. I hope I can do that.
Yeah,
I
you
hope-
should.
I hope for next year.
You should come back
Yeah.
in avalanche season.
Oh, that's a really cool one to see.
But-
March, April. Yeah.
But I will be freezing. And I don't like freezing.
Oh, well, just dress warmer. Put a Viking in bed
That's-
with you. That's what I did. No, but you can't see the avalanches from them.
But you can't share Karl. So,
No, there's not much of him to share. He's pretty skinny.
so I have a problem.
Yeah. No. We do have
Maybe-
every once in a while we
maybe-
get people who ask, "Can I come to the village and get a Viking wife?" No.
But you can bring a Viking wife with you.
You can
have
bring
to.
your Viking wife
I'm
with you. That's
so-
okay.
I've seen so many crazy people now that in the beginning I thought these people have to be kidding.
Yeah,
I
we don't
can't
provide wives for people
seriously
here. I'm so sorry,
expect
Jay.
that they can just show up and they will be handed a wife at the entrance and yeah, you can go and live in that house
Yeah.
like many children. But no, there are people that
Actually,
really
honestly
are
think that, yeah.
dumb,
No, we
yes.
actually have had a few requests for a wife and how many children and will she bear, and it's insane.
It's like there is a term for it on the internet when you can't satirize something because the reality is worse.
Yeah.
It's somebody's law. When you can't see the difference between satire and the real thing, something is gone completely out into the brambles.
By the way, do you notice the tone is changing in his voice?
I did.
Your beer is working.
I cheated a bit.
Yeah?
I ate something before I took the beer because I'm not
Smart.
smart. Exactly. No, I can't drink a lot of alcohol
Yeah.
but even if I make beer and meat for about 10 years now, I never get used to alcohol, which is
Yeah.
a good thing. I can never be an alcoholic because I go to sleep before I'm drunk.
Ah!
Most of the time.
Is it
So-
spinning when you sleep or
No, you put one foot out of the bed and nothing is spinning.
nothing's spinning anymore? Oh, okay.
So
No, so that's good. I have to check the clock though, cause I normally wouldn't. No, we're at 59:22. So normally I wouldn't mind going overtime, but this time I forgot to buy the charcoal for the grill. And we're supposed
no.
to grill at 7, but I have some bags up at the house, so I have to go and get it. But that means I've got about 56 Vikings waiting for charcoal. The store is closed.
Yeah, it's not like we have a blacksmith that has hundreds of kilos of
Oh yeah,
charcoal
that's
lying
true.
around.
And you can just cook food off that, no problem.
but you might
It's
have
not like treated with anything.
It kind of depends if he is using
Yeah.
coal.
Yeah.
then no, because it will taste like oil.
Yeah, that's the
But
thing.
if he is actually using charcoal, and I think for the most part he is,
Yeah. No, because the village is full, then we light up the grill, and sometimes we sit right out here and have a little party, but because rain, they're going in the building, and that'll be fun. Raymond says, have a great weekend, everyone. See you next Saturday. Yep, next Saturday at 6 o'clock. I'll try to be quicker with the link, and remember to buy charcoal and all that other stuff beforehand. Actually, I made the link 10 minutes, 12 minutes early today, and I'm like super happy that I got in a little bit. And then I realized I forgot to post the damn thing. Like, oops.
Could have been me.
No, but these people go on autopilot now.
Yeah, they go on autopilot. They know. You have to subscribe. You don't necessarily have to like and hit the bell or whatever. I don't know. But you have to subscribe, I think, and turn on notifications. And then you know when I'm going live.
No. If you want YouTube to love her, you have to like and subscribe
And superscribe.
Comment.
And comment. That's
Oh, yeah,
very
comment, yeah.
important.
I have to get through and answer those
And
two.
also, watch time is very important. So you just put it on a loop and go and do something else.
Oh yeah, no, that's no, that's no longer important. It was maybe it probably is anyway, but it was only important to get the 4,000 watchtowers so we could do it from the phone.
Yeah.
We were doing this with a laptop back in the day.
I
I
know
don't
that's
think we are big enough to start dicking around
No.
with YouTube algorithms.
No, we're not gonna. I don't.
don't.
Your beer has worked. Are you really gonna? There goes the hat again. Oh my God! Isn't that the one he said you weren't supposed to slam?
well. I warned him.
You said that?
I said that twice.
You just insulted Germany.
Probably before I got here.
No.
No. I insulted Germany with this beer because it's way off
Oh.
the purity law. So I hope that I'm allowed to cross the border again. No, after I've told them. We'll see.
It's okay. My fan base is huge. It's like 20.
There is something to be said for putting random things in beer.
Yeah.
So the purity laws, I kind of like the idea of starting to experiment a little bit with beer. But if I see one more beer with a fucking mango in it,
How about matcha beer?
I have to
Okay.
say. I have to
they
say,
just have to, experimenting is fine, but sometimes you just have to go, okay, this is dead on arrival, let's take it behind the barn and shoot it in the head.
if you complain about mango, you obviously have not seen the worst thing about beer.
Oh.
There is a bacon flavored beer, and the flavor comes from real bacon, which they throw into the beer.
Oh, that's
Sounds like it would be
disgusting.
good, but at the
No.
same time.
No,
sounds like something a troll in RuneQuest would eat, drink. Oh, I have to try it, obviously.
no.
Okay, you have bacon beer. Somebody's going to tell us where to find it. Okay, then we should go because I have to go get charcoal. I keep telling people if you're ever going to watch this, just go for the last 15 minutes if you want to get through 175. Because something happens in the last 15 minutes. It's too fun and we never leave.
Yeah, but you will never learn any needle binding that way.
No, that's true. You wouldn't learn the needle binding. We have to do that
So
when we're
first
sober.
15 minutes for needle binders, last 15 minutes for everybody else, and the middle just ignore it.
Yep. Tried the bacon beer, not worth it, says Life Home. Okay, say goodbye.
Bye.
Jay, you gotta come back again soon.
See you next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yes, you will. Okay. Bye.